Welcome back to the PlugHouse podcast. I am your host, Mike Federock, and as always, I got my dog Train with me.
Sugar, choo choo. Get on the ride and
get off the track,
boy.
I know that's right.
And we got fucking we got Starbuks and his old man in the house today, man.
Yeah, this is my old man. They call him Mac, man.
Mac?
Mac,
Yeah.
Mac. Man.
That's what they call me. Ooh,
Yeah,
wee.
you got that flavor for sure.
Yeah, man.
This podcast is sponsored by Magic Media. You can hit them up on Instagram and TikTok at the Glamour Bard. Now, this episode, we're gonna answer some random questions. I'm sure this is perfect for a man like you because you got life experience, and I hear you're pretty funny. And these questions are random from the internet, and we're gonna get right into them. These are your son's favorite things to do over here. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loves the random questions.
You're
Yeah.
taking a shower and you hop out and there are no clean towels. What are you doing?
What's your move?
I'm grabbing a T-shirt, man.
T-shirt.
Right now, you know what I'm saying? That's all we got to do.
Yeah,
T-shirt.
T-shirt.
T-shirt. Yeah, I'm going with a T-shirt.
Yeah, y'all wiping, huh?
No, you said hop out the shower.
Yeah, how about
Yeah,
the
you got to
shower?
put something. You got to do
Yeah,
something.
yeah, shower.
Dry
Yeah.
off with?
Yeah, T-shirt.
Air.
You get an air dryer?
We've been there
Been water
too.
out butt naked for 20 minutes.
Put this rent to work.
Hey, look, keep ringing it out, right?
Put this rent to work. Yeah. This motherfucker.
You gonna turn the heat up?
Yeah.
No heat in here.
Yeah, that's gonna be about 12 hours.
That nigga said he gonna go sit in front of the fan.
Yeah, shit.
I'll wring that towel out real good. Just get face towel. Just keep drying off. Keep wringing that up.
Niggas ain't shit.
That's almost bad as going to some chick's house and you and her just pound it out. You go in the bathroom. She says, "Don't use those good towels. You better smell them motherfuckers for mildew." Fuck that.
They ain't no good no more.
That's right. Get the one that she said. Those are for show.
For decorations.
Yeah, they're just motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's supposed. Yeah.
And then you flip it over and set it back down. Shit. That's real.
Yeah, put 'em
Hell
back,
yeah.
yeah.
Flip it down. And you rub that motherfucker a couple times.
Would you rather wear the same socks for a month straight or the same undies for a week?
Neither, man. I go butt naked. I can't do it, man.
You
Can't?
answer
Not
that.
a
You got to wash you. No
You
option.
gotta wear what? You got one or the other.
Yep.
I
Same socks for a month or same undies for a week. You got to pick one.
Can't do them draws.
can't do
I
the drawers,
can't do
man.
the drawers.
The drawers got to get washed by hand every day.
Yeah, I can't do
You might get a
draws.
day and a half of Putin, you know what I'm saying? But the next day, you got to shower every other day at least. There's no other way around that. You try to go every day, but you got to go every other day. Life is not
At a
built like that.
minimum.
At minimum, yeah.
I'll never forget my mom coming into me and my
Oh,
brother's
my God.
room and be like, I smell cheese.
Smell like feet. Smell like feet in here.
I'll be like,
Hey, little motherfuckers that are just beating the brakes off.
straight just stop standing up by themselves.
See, what's that over there? Nothing, Mom. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Hey, when you blow your nose, do you always use a tissue or do you just hit the old snot rocket?
My white homeboys be doing that in hockey. I can't do snot rocket. Nigga, I need some tissue. I need
What
some
if you ain't
paper
got no
towel.
tissue?
We gonna make it work.
I'd rather pick and flick than be like, how that all over my lips?
I got allergies, man, so my shit always clogging up.
gotta
Nigga, I
be
have to
honest,
blow
though.
my shit.
I got to be
I
honest.
didn't. Nigga, I've
can't
been
help
so
it,
poor.
If I got to blow, I got to blow. But I prefer tissue. Wherever I'm at work, wherever I got tissue in my car
Man,
right
this
now.
nigga's tripping. He's
I'm
a booger picker flicker.
Oh, yeah?
No, I'm not a picker flicker. Because you know
Oh,
what
yeah,
I'm
he
saying?
the one with the boogers on the wall.
No. That's bullshit. 'Cause
That's
I don't want that
bullshit.
bullshit on my wall. Hey. I don't play that shit. I'm a real picky ass nigga. I ain't bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I don't eat watermelon. I'm allergic to fish, watermelon, all kind of shit. I don't do
Man.
ketchup, mayonnaise, none of that shit.
I remember waking up on the other side and being like, bro, what is this on the wall, bro? You on the bottom bunk, I'm on the top. And what's this on the locker?
And he's shooting upward.
Yeah, he.
Wow.
That's gross.
That's gross.
Come get this nigga,
Hey,
man.
yeah.
I've seen some shit like that. Pack your
Out
shit
of
up,
my,
dog.
you out of
Yeah,
here.
you got
It's
to
over.
get
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll up.
Come get him.
Roll up.
Come get him, boss. He gotta
Where am I
go.
gonna go? Somewhere else.
And you
It's
just
not
stand like
here.
this. I used to stand in front of myself just like this. Man, you gotta get your shit and get out of here, dog. I'm not gonna say another word. The next day we're gonna be fighting.
Yeah,
It's already simple. We got a great understanding. I spoke my
We
last
got a
word.
great understanding.
Great
He
understanding.
said-
It's either
he
my
said-
ass or your ass. Whichever the winner, I'll go to home, but I'll come back. 30 days I'll be back. I promise.
Yeah.
I promise you I'll be back. Right back on the compound.
Yeah.
Just like that, man.
Gentlemen, what do you think is worse during a kiss, a sneeze or a cough?
I had a bitch cough and sneeze on me, bro.
Oh,
Gross me the fuck out.
is it over after that?
Never fucked with her again. She got some fire too,
And
bro.
the pressure from the
Coughed and sneezed.
that shit.
Wait a minute. Time out.
You could have turned any other way.
Because I'm polite. Like, I'm
Yeah.
you know, and sometimes people be sick or be under the weather or go down the wrong tube. That bitch coughed it and sneezed.
Right in your face.
In my face, in my mouth, all
Well,
my
you guys,
shit.
that's crazy because I respect you guys as young men. You know what I'm saying? But she can cough, sneeze, whatever. That's not going to stop me from getting the pussy.
From doing
Oh,
what I came
this
to
man's
do.
addicted.
So
This man's addicted.
yeah. So they just got to understand that certain things happen.
I get
Fart
that,
girl,
yeah.
I don't care about none of that. I'm like, whoa, ooh, that was strong, girl. But
Yeah, keep it going.
hey, let's clear that away. Let's get it cracking. When you're
My
young,
cousins
when
are
you're
gonna
young,
die
no,
when
but
they
when you're
see
young,
this, bro.
When you're young, you can pass on a lot of things. But I can tell you right now, I've never passed.
You ain't passing?
Woo-wee.
Straight Kobe with the rock.
Pass the ball. Oh, no, when I was a young guy, they used to tell me, his uncle Charlie and Benji Butch, you know, we when I first met his mom, we made a bet that they said, Janet's a virgin, you'll never get that. She'd have never told me that. I went
Better
full
edit
court
this
press.
out, nigga. I'll fuck around and sock
Yeah,
this nigga
but
trying
I
to-
loved her. You know what I'm saying? His mama was God's gift to me. Without her, it would be on him, right? So without my mother, there's God. I've never beat up women. That's not my forte. I had a crazy ass wife, but you know, life says one thing. But I'm telling you right now, without her and his mother, there'd be no, you know, but my kids. She gave me three. She gave me my beautiful two kids, Michael and Alicia. That's God's gift to me, and they are my kids. Are God's gift.
Now that I got you right here and you got a microphone, I wanted to ask you, well, how does it feel to see your son, even though he goes through all these obstacles in his life, still chase his dreams? How does that make you feel?
You know, there was a time when I was like, "What the fuck is he doing with this rap? This nigga's good, but damn, go get money, son." Because my mentality was different. But you know, his arrogance. When he was a little boy, I should tell him he should go to sleep, leave his hand against the wall. Dad, don't leave. You promise you ain't going nowhere. I had a tendency of running off. You know, couldn't keep my dick in my pants. Excuse my friends, but anyway. So to make a long story short, man. You know, I'm very proud of him. He doesn't know that because I don't share that much with him because, you know what I'm saying, he's arrogant. He has his ways. He has a lot of his mother's ways. He has that fuck you attitude. When I was young, I taught him the game and that the game should always be sold, not told, and that you stay true to the game and it'll stay true to you. And then, and one time I went against the principles. I did what I had to do, and he didn't accept it because when we had a conversation about this, he was really pissed at me. Pops, don't fuck with me no more. I'm done. And I understand that. He didn't understand my side, and I'm glad he had an opportunity to check all that out. But make a long story short, I'm proud of my boy. I love him with every fiber of my being, man. I'll die for him today. They say, you're going to die, your son need a heart. Take this motherfucker. I'll live 64 years. If my boy can stay longer, give it to him. I'm cool with that.
Hell
so
yeah.
I'm blessed with that, man, really. I'm blessed about my kids.
Good.
Yeah, you know, he's my rider, man. He's a little asshole, you know. I always tell you, he's a piece of shit, but he's my piece of shit.
Hell yeah.
And that's where that bar comes from. That's where that bar comes from at the end of that record. He said he's a piece of shit, but he's my piece of shit.
Yeah, he's my piece
and
of
that's
shit.
what I say.
So
My
that's
old
how I
man's a
am.
cold piece of shit, but he's still my pops.
I'll whoop him, but you better not.
Yeah, right.
Right?
I got no problem with taking care of you. That's not an issue. So my life is okay, you know. So
What you got, Train?
What's the weirdest thing you've licked?
weirdest thing
I'll let him answer that.
Yeah,
brother.
come on, old man. What you got?
Yeah.
Asshole, shoe so lock, stock, and barrel. So, I don't know what that other shit you talking about.
Yeah, that's on him, man.
Experience, life experience.
Man.
You got to give her what she wants. A lot of guys pretend to be pumping up that shit, and she's just faking the orgasm. I know when she ain't faking. Because I'm going to make her bring it. So, bring it.
You either do this or you don't.
You don't. And I'm not going to stop until
You
you
gonna
do.
egg into
So,
that shit
you know,
like
so
you
it don't matter about me.
I feel. Oh, you either a connoisseur or you not a soeur at all.
Yeah, you better
All
get in
right.
there.
Respect.
So when it
Yeah.
comes to that, you know what I'm saying? What is the weirdest thing? That's about it. Yeah, asshole. That's about the weirdest.
That's about it.
Ain't no weird about that.
No, that ain't weird. That wasn't weird to me neither. But I just put it out there because it's kind of weird.
It's weird
Some
to
guys
somebody.
be like, "Hey, dude, what are you fucking talking about?" I'm like,
Acting like they ain't had no
Yeah.
booty on their nose.
I'm like, never mind. It's okay.
he said, no.
I'm opting out, boss.
My boy's a little arrogant, so he ain't got there yet. Give him a few more years, you'll understand.
I say in the 5th grade when they tricked me to lick that
pole?
That pole.
Oh, that happened to you?
That got me.
Shit stuck to it?
That got me. Yeah. I got suspended after that.
For that?
Yeah, y'all ain't gonna make me look like that. Y'all knew what was up.
Yeah, you tricked me.
Yeah.
You
wanted the black kid to be the laughing stock. Guess what? We gonna rumble on this playground today.
That's crazy that you say that because you guys had a whole different philosophy. When I was a kid, I was like 6 years old, but my birthday was in December, so I missed kindergarten. I couldn't start till the following year. So, but everybody had seen a dead body in the hood, except for me. I never got a chance to see a body. I come out the ghetto with the Rats and the Roaches. I remember Martin Luther King. All these people are people that's irrelevant to me, that I understand that plays a part in my life. But when I was a kid, I'd never seen a dead body. And so I said, hey, we're going to see a dead body. Coffee can't go. Mac Nasty. Call me Mac Nasty because I want to put it in at 7. I'm through with the grinding. We're past that. We done got past that already. But
he said, "You guys want to play house? Hell yeah, I'm ready."
You feed that shit, bro.
I didn't see. But anyway, so when I was a kid, so I always wanted to see a dead body. Right?
Sheer entertainment.
So they took me down this alley. So the next year started. I was excited. So we've been in school about 2 weeks. Emerson, right across the street from the house, right? So. I'm okay. I can't sleep at night. I watch the pimps and the pushers. I became a product of my environment. But anyway, make a long story short, so bam. I'm like, okay, yeah, I want to see this. She said, come on, let's go, coffee. I said, oh, yeah, first time. My mom used to grease you up with this Crisco oil. They didn't have grease and shit in our day. You just use Crisco oil that you cook with. Hell yeah, in the 60s, they just grease you up
on the stove.
Out there baking in that 100 degrees.
100 degrees in California, just baking. Pants pulled up, tight, belt up, shirt down in your pants. But when you leave the house, you take that shit out. You put on your khakis.
Yeah,
you want to gangbang. You get back to the right side when you leave the house. But when you leave the house, she didn't comb your hair. Right. She touching your face. Look at mama's baby. Look at mama's baby. Dad, this boy looking good. And you're like, bitch, I'm out of here. But make a long story short, so that day come, I go up the alley, I'm looking at the pep, and I'm like, hey. So he was blowed up. It was a big old dude. He was blowed up. And I was just looking at it. I said, hey, you gotta poke it with a stick. So, you want to indoctrinate it. All the little boys already know. So I keep poking it with the stick. They say, no, you got to poke it harder. I poked that thing and popped that thing. And when the gas came out that motherfucker, I'm telling you, I smelled it for a year and a half.
You'll never forget that.
For a year at least, man. I'm telling you.
That's like the worst smelling
Oh,
shit
my
ever.
God. I puked. I passed out.
Yeah, like burnt flesh.
And they were just laying over there rolling. They were just rolling because they had been going to school down there last year. They've already been,
They already saw that shit.
They already saw it. They already know.
So, those were things that I learned as a kid. And my environment was pretty hectic, man. I'm telling you. I lived in the 60s and, you know what I'm saying? Racism was really deep, and it's okay.
They come from the deep. My family on this side come from the deep south.
Deep south. My grandparents were slave pickers. Pick cotton. So I know this. I knew them. So when you say that, but I was a product of my environment. But I could just tell you something to sum it all up. Man, I am blessed to have my kids to be sober today, right? Doing what I'm supposed to do, and it's hard out here. I'm telling you right now, I'm just struggling to survive. But it beats the hell out of not being able to sleep at night. Worried, carrying a gun on me, trying to have a camera on the front of my door. A bunch of young girls run around in my house. They can't even communicate with you. They have nothing up here. They just got something down there. And so you just...
Bro, for real, man. Look, I said...
You should come to my house all the time. Just full of women run around in panties.
And I said, hey, man. I said, yo, man, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, you're old as hell.
Nigga, I spent 25 years in prison.
Hanging out with 25, 23,
I'm trying to catch up. You're trying to catch up.
You feel like you're catching up.
Yeah.
I was like,
you're suffering.
Son, just sit still for me. Man, I'll holler at you, man. I'll come back.
Yeah. So, but you don't seem to realize all those things. But it's part of what, because the 25 years in prison, you don't age in there. You just sit the fuck back. Yeah. So when you get
and that's
out,
what I thought was
you
funny.
play catch up.
Yeah. So when you went in there, you remember. Like I see your wall right now. If they take me right now, the last thing I seen on your wall was this. Now the best parts of it, we were here sitting drinking. I remember that. But the bad part of it, the cops taking me, I don't remember that. So you lock in on what the last good thing you had. And time passes, the colors don't change in there, man. And you got to fight. Motherfuckers get scalded, stabbed, cut. It's not a joke. People
I know that's
nigga, I've been there and done all of it.
That, like when I did my first prison bid, I was in my prime. You feel me? Like, put niggas on their back, bro. But it wasn't out of because I thought I was tough. It was out of fear. Right? I just had 2 twins. Never laid eyes on them.
Scared.
I wasn't. It was out of fear.
I got to go home.
I got to go home. I got to go out in one piece. Just putting niggas on their back, bro.
So
nigga, they'll tell you.
We're not leaving this up to decision.
No.
Got time
I'm
for
putting
that.
you on your back,
You
bro.
make the decision.
And I'm maxing you out. I'm maxing, bro.
Right now.
And his homeboy, hey,
I'm maxing you out.
Maxing you out, nigga.
Now.
His homeboy, I was in the hole. I was in the shoe, right? And they make you feel like less of a human. They make you, in order to take a shower, you walk up to the door, you turn around, and they chain you up. They cuff you up and they chain you up. So now you feel like an animal on the lead. Listen, to walk to the shower. This is in Goose Creek. They chain you up, right? Your hands and feet chained up and shit together and shit. They chain you up. They walk you to the shower. They lock you in the shower, and then you stick your shit through, and they take the shit off you. Sometimes they leave the shackles on your feet. Sometimes depends on who the guard is. Yeah. You take a shower in a lukewarm, possibly cold shower. You in here, they got you caged in like an animal while you take this shower. And then, depending on who the guard is, you could be standing in there 10 minutes, 20 minutes, hour, 2 hours, 3 hours.
Waiting to get out?
Waiting to get out of the shower.
If
Naked,
they don't like
bro.
you, oh yeah, that's punishment for your ass.
Naked, bro. And I was in the hole. And I came back from the shower. I forgot the nigga's name. Just one of my pops' homies. And he said, "Coffee." He said, "Young Coffee." He said, "Let me talk to you for a minute, young brother." And I said, "What's up, OG?" He said, "Hey, man, you got to stop that fighting." I said, "Man, fuck all that." He said, "Brother," and I didn't catch it till 30 minutes later. He said, "Brother, they not finna fight you no more."
They gonna take you out, nigga. You ain't careful.
He said, and I realized that. I said, well, good, nigga. Well, good, nigga.
You don't realize
you know what I mean? No, nigga, they gonna poke you.
Phone books on the yard.
they finna stick you, my nigga.
Yeah, you too much.
And you can, man. I swear to God, man.
When you call and talk.
You could ask the homie from the Anchorage area, Jack Frost, homeboy. He got out, reformed his life. He worked up north. Keto Luckett. He gonna tell you. He gonna tell you. We had a meeting in the gym, nigga. I was putting from every faction. I was putting them on their back, bro. On their motherfucking back. The Native Brotherhood, the 18 whatever they are, the other white boys. I was putting them niggas on their back, bro. I was maxing their ass out, bro. I'm maxing their ass out. I'm not playing no motherfucking games. And when he came to me, when the OG came to me, he said, and he didn't have too many words. He just said, "Coffee, they not gonna fight you no more." And so anyways, I got into it. I was owed some money. And every faction had a meeting in the gym. And I told Keto Luckett, I said, "Hey, man, tell them I don't care, but I got to fight one of their leadership. I don't want to deal with this no more." Because I wasn't in no car when I was there, right? I was gangbanging before I ever came to prison. I'm not finna come to prison and join a prison gang, right? I'm already here. And so I wasn't in no car, so I'm rolling around unprotected. And everybody popping at me, trying me, then I'm a rap nigga, right?
Yep.
So they know me, and then they play, while I'm in prison, Reggie Ward showing me love, playing my records on the radio. I got a cell phone in the pen. I'm calling from the cell phone. These niggas is on the air at the radio station talking about, "How you calling us? It's lights out." I told them niggas, don't worry about that.
Wrong question.
Right? Wrong question. Nigga, don't worry about that. Play this record. Niggas want to hear it.
Get up out of mind.
Right? And so, and we had a meeting in the gym, and he came back to see, that's his nickname is Scrap. Scrap came back to me. He's like, "Yo, they said they all here like this because they ain't trying to shoot you no fair fade." And he said they said it's gonna be what it is. And all the niggas that was ride with me, shout out to my nigga Hot Sauce from New York. Shout out to my nigga Ron Owens from the Anchorage area. Shout out to Los, man, Carlos. Los had just got out the hole. He had been in the hole almost a year. Ron Owens was getting ready to go home. Sauce was getting ready to go home. These are niggas I fucked with in prison, right? That was my niggas. And I had to make a decision. If I'm gonna make this shit pop, it's finna pop. And we finna do this right here, right now. And Scrap said, "What you wanna do, man?" I said, "Man," he said, "cause they not gonna give you no fade. You done fucked up everybody from every faction." He said, it's finna be a war in here. We finna get after it. And I turned around and I looked at them niggas, and it was one of those moments where you have to be mature, right? Mm-hmm. And you have to swallow your pride. And I said, "Man, it's cool. I'm cool."
Call him Spike Lee.
Yeah, I'm cool because all these guys got to go home. They're trying to go home.
Everybody's trying
to go home, bro. Like, they finna go home.
So you let it go?
I let it go. I had no choice, bro. I didn't want to, right? And I didn't want to because I'm like, man, I'm finna send a message. Because part of me felt the way because when you get to prison, it'd be like Fairbanks niggas and Anchorage niggas. It don't be Fairbanks and Anchorage niggas together, right? It's part, right? Sometimes you can sit at the meal table. I'm at the meal table. These niggas talking crazy about Fairbanks niggas. I'm feeling away. Nigga, I don't know what type of niggas you fuck with. I don't know what you talking about. I fuck with reputables, my nigga. You know, and watch how you talking, because it could go up right here. We don't got to get back to the cell. We don't got. They call it the house. We don't got to get back to the house. We could go up right here, right now. And so I'm feeling away,
Turn up
right?
now.
And so you have to deal with that too. So, but them niggas roll with me. Every one of them niggas roll with me that day. Shout out to Scrap for because he's a lieutenant. Shout out to Scrap for him representing and also changing his life and doing what he doing. Shout out to Hot Sauce for having me. Ron Owens, them niggas was real, bro. Los for having me. It was going up.
Yeah,
it was going up, nigga. The natives was in there. The white boys was in. It was going up, and I had to make it. That was the first time. That was the first time as a man, prideful, egotistical, all the things that make up, especially a man of color. That was the first time I had to be like, I had to make a sound decision. We gonna whoop them. We finna, everybody finna be in here and we finna max these niggas out.
Everybody.
We finna fuck these niggas up.
Yeah. You
But I
in
look
the
back,
infirmary or in
and I look back, like when I went to prison, I don't make, nigga, I'm in prison. You're not my fucking friend. We're doing bids, my nigga. Unless I came in here on a bid with a friend, I'm not your friend, my nigga. And I turned around and I realized that the individuals that I had to think about, we had become friends. Yeah. And it was deeper than doing a bid together. Yeah. Right? And they wanted to go home just as much as I wanted to go home. You know, so I was just like, fuck it.
I feel like that shit deeper than shit in the street when you go in there and you build a bond with niggas who care about you.
Yeah, because they tell you, because they keep it real with you. And Hot Sauce was in prison with my old man in Arizona and Colorado with my old man, my three uncles, and my cousin. So he did the circuit, but he was with them niggas, right? He from Brooklyn. He was young. He from Brooklyn, New York. Him and my cousin, the one that passed away, I was telling you about, they became friends and tight. And then my uncle Bozak, rest in peace, they became tight. And he would tell me, he'd be like, Mikey, I got you, my nigga, but you wildin', my nigga. I was in there, but I was on that shit. I was on that shit, but because it was out of fear. It was out of fear. Like I wanted to go home in one piece, right? And then on the opposite side of the fear, it's pride, nigga. Like I'm Mike Coffee Jr., nigga. I'm Starbuks,
you ain't
nigga.
about to be talking to me like that.
Yeah, you ain't finna take no stripes off my uniform, nigga. You know, but now as an older man, as a wiser man, an older man, going in this time, I'm at peace, right? And I'm secure in my masculinity, and I know when to defer my pride for there's more to it than pride. You know what I mean? So,
all right, next question.
Ass, man.
Cut the shit. Eyelashes or eyebrows? If you could only keep one, which one are you keeping?
I'm keeping my eyebrows.
I'm keeping my eyebrows, nigga.
I don't need no lashes.
I got glasses on. They can't see these motherfuckers anyway.
I ain't got me eyebrows. I need them.
Y'all done already made the decision for me.
How you gonna speak for me?
I burned that shit off when I was young, putting down in the 60s. I think it was 65, 66. I was trying to cook some toast in the thing, and I lit the fucking gas, but I didn't light it right away. I kept saying, "What the fuck this stove?" You know, the gas is just fueling up. I set that shit down.
Gone. They've been gone.
I mean, it fried them off completely. They just come back a little bit now.
This nigga in 3-piece suits with no shirt and no socks and penny loafers and
no eyebrows.
But it was okay. I had the curls dangling on the backside, and I was just 5'11", 175 pounds, and the shit.
Yeah.
You think you was the shit?
That's the sauce.
I was
right?
the shit.
That's the sauce.
Hell yeah, I had a girl for every day in the week, man. Girl for every day in the
madness.
week. I was a mean baby.
Next question.
What you got,
You
Trey?
have discovered a beautiful island upon which you may build your own society, and you can even make the rules. What's going to be the first rule you'll put into place?
Seek happiness, right? In its purest form. Seek happiness, because I think what the world is lacking is people being happy, right? They're allowing They're allowing trivial things
to make them happy.
Yeah, to make them happy.
That's not real.
And that's not real.
From love, by love, to love, we were created. So if I'm going to have a world or an island for myself, everybody's got to love.
Everybody.
You have to love the human species. You have to be able to, get along with them. But, so that's my thing, love. I really believe it's in love.
That's a good answer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I rock with that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like no murdering, but I mean that goes along with love.
Goes
Yeah,
along with all that.
yeah. Good answer.
Yeah, because if everybody love everybody, then we ain't got no problem.
If
work it out, we can work it out.
If you guys could bring one musician back to life, who would it be and why?
Musician?
Yeah.
Ooh,
just
that
one.
Is so hard.
Sam
But you
Cooke.
know what? I'm so about it. I absolutely love Prince.
Yeah.
I absolutely
More than Mike Jack.
I would take Prince. I would bring Prince back over Mike Jack. I learned a lot from Mike Jack, right? But I am a fan of music in its purest form and the creative art. And then, man, how you gonna be 5 foot whatever with some leather pants with the ass cut out and some heels and have the baddest, most beautiful, most attractive women and exotic women in the world love you and dress like a woman and be secure in your masculinity. How long Prince been dead, right? Mm-hmm. Take that in consideration. How long Prince been around, right? There has never been a doubt. No one has, and the way that he was flamboyant and dressed, has anyone ever said this Prince was homosexual? No. Every entertainer, anybody that was around was like, yo, man, he had the most beautiful women in the world, but he was a phenomenal musician and songwriter.
I think that's I'm not taking Prince, but that's why I could see Prince over Mike Jack, because Mike Jack was an entertainer. Yeah, he was to me, in my all-time pantheon of favorite artists is Mike Jack, Pac, and Prince. For me, right?
Yeah.
But like, if I could bring somebody back so I could just watch them or I could like ask them questions, it would be Prince. For me, right?
I watched this video where he was the interviewer says, "How do you look so young?" And he was like, "Because I don't look at time that way. I don't celebrate birthdays. I don't do any of that, and that's why I still look like this.
That's why I look like this.
That's why I look like this."
I think I would bring back Tupac. He had so much to give. People don't realize that his music was so spot on about society in a whole, and the way that government runs things, politics, and all this bullshit. But he was really down for his people.
Yeah.
And he was a little arrogant because that's part of who we are. But I think he would have given the world so much, man.
Yeah,
Him and Biggie was about to break away and do their own thing.
There was no space for them in the game, bro.
Yeah, and that's why they killed him. That's why they killed him. I know that's why they got rid of him, because they wanted to branch off and do their own thing, be their own producer. And that right there, Jay-Z couldn't handle Pac being better than him. There was a lot of shit in that shit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit in there, ain't there?
Yeah.
But just to be honest with you, I think Pac he was just touching on so many different things, understanding the hood. My philosophy, I lived in the hood. I was raised in the hood with the rats and the roaches, right? You don't come out after the dark go down. You know what I'm saying? There's no joke in the ghetto. This is, everybody think about it, but this is not a joke. 5:30, your mom is hollering, Michael, get your ass in the house. You got to get in, because at nighttime, the pimps and the pushers come out. And it's a whole different world.
It's a different world.
And I was so ADHD, right, that I couldn't sleep. And I would just watch them out the window. We stayed right on the corner, 35th and Boston. And that's where they all gather, because that's the next action is up there. Up on Manzanera. It's up there on the corner. So I would just watch him out the window, man, for days. And then my dad go to work. He'd come home covered in grease. God damn, I didn't want to do that.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? So people don't understand that life becomes so. They wasn't giving us nothing. I think it was $1.65 an hour back then.
Holy shit.
And so when you look at that,
I'm not even waking up.
Yeah, for $1.65.
So you have to understand my concept. So I was raised in that. So see, my daddy come home. I had 11, 12 brothers and sisters. Man, we would stick to this man like grease and glue. He was just covered in oil. I'm the only one after all stopped sticking to that dirt and shit, because I'm like, I'm cool. I don't want that
because you
shit
saw
on
them
me.
pimps and the pushers outside.
Yeah, I'm like, look
And
how
they
these
stay clean.
Yeah, they got long fingernails, diamond rings on their hand. They got holes. I used to just go out and just lay on the concrete. They just let me lay down, and I'd just be watching little pussies, you know.
Laying on the concrete.
Yeah, I was usually like 7, 8 late at night. It's 3 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, they ain't think nothing
Yeah,
of it.
they know, but let little coffee see that thing. I love to hear it. I love to hear it when I just want to see one. And they said, get your little managed hats from down there on the ground, boy.
Your little managed
Look at the guy should be like this.
Can you tell the difference in the dynamics?
Look,
How
I should be
I'm
like
much more conservative in how
First,
I talk, right?
I be sitting on the curb, then I'm leaning back, then I'm all the way back. And
You
the
gonna
most
sound
just
like
walking
that
by
when
me.
you 65.
Yeah, you
Nah,
might.
nah.
I'll be a little more refined.
Refined.
Oh my
But that was just a
God.
lifestyle. So, I learned that's how I
Different
became what
times.
I am. You know what I'm saying? So I had a job, worked for the school district. They went to taking my wages. There was no way I could survive, so I had to get in a dope game. I was forced in, and then when I went in, it was doing real good. I did everything I was supposed to, right, till I started using. Then I got fucked. Right? For you,
Next question.
Yeah.
Suppose you've been given an elephant, you can't give it away, and you can't sell it. What do you do with it?
Oh shit! I like that. That's a hard one to answer.
Shit, no, it ain't.
What do you do with it? You know what?
Shit, I'm
And I
gonna
can't sell
ride
it. Yep. You know what? I'm finna motherfucking set up a little amusement thing and
you
have
get
people
paid.
pay to have
Ride
to
the
ride
elephant.
it, to ride the elephant.
Yeah, it's gonna
I'm
make me.
We
money.
gonna. I'm gonna get my bread out this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You ain't finna just be around here eating up shit, knocking
Yeah.
shit over.
Yeah,
We-
shitting like that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit next to him. He going to die soon because I ain't gonna shit. I can't feed him.
What animal activists are gonna kill us for this?
Yeah, I can't feed him. What the fuck?
Yeah, I barely feed myself.
Barely feed me.
I'm gonna feed you.
I say, hey, look, you better use that pea brain of yours.
Yeah, you done figured it out.
Oh my God!
I'll
this
follow
guy.
you. You lead, I'll follow. When it's time for me to speak up, I'll speak up. But until then, bullshit. Big ass elephant. How am I gonna feed you?
Oh my God.
What is something that's not edible that you wish was?
Why would you? I know what fuck they do is
Yeah, I know he about to say that.
I'm not even gonna go there.
You know what?
I've been eating on that.
No, stop. Just I stick to it like a suckerfish.
Next
Can't
question.
even get me off of it. Stuck like a
Next
suckerfish on the fish tank.
question. We ain't answering that.
What's
Fuck all
your
that.
most favorite pooping position?
You said what?
Yeah.
What's your most favorite
Favorite pooping position?
I'm finna tell you openly, nigga. I take my shirt off. I take my pants off. My
you
socks.
wanna
Oh, dress
I'm
down
naked. I'm butt naked, nigga. Every time.
all the way.
Don't walk in here, kids. Dead butt naked. I gotta get. Hey,
You see, that's some shit he got for me. I'm sitting there looking at porn, butt naked.
I'm shitting.
I'm shitting, but I'm just
I'm
like,
shitting.
I'm not taking my time. You know,
Fully naked. I don't know if I've ever.
Coffee men in my family. You can always walk into a coffee man's home, and their bathroom is immaculate.
Right.
Because it's a sanctuary. You can eat off the floor in a coffee man's bathroom. No piss, no hair, no nothing. Their bathrooms are immaculate. We do a lot of our thinking, plotting, and planning in a bathroom.
Singing,
Right.
I be in there singing.
I can't sing a lick. This nigga could sing when he was young, right? I can't sing a lick. I be in that motherfucker. It be R&B. I be in there singing. My son be like, man, shut the fuck up, pops.
Keep it down.
Yeah. My baby mommy, she'd be like, you know what? I admire you. I said, why? She said, because you can't sing, and every time you go in there, you really try.
You really try.
I got a microphone at home. I'm always singing. That's my
Listen,
thing.
I'm finna tell you some crazy shit, right?
I got
So
a microphone. I'm always.
handful of years ago, I brought, I couldn't go nowhere, and I don't really celebrate a lot of holidays. It's just me personally, but my favorite holiday is Thanksgiving, right? And I caught that robbery case, and so I couldn't go nowhere. So I flew my mom, I flew my kids, I flew my cousin Bucket, rest in peace, Bucket, I miss you, nigga. Always on the front of lobe of my mind. But I flew them all the motherfucking Fairbanks. They stayed in my home for Thanksgiving, right? Because that's what I like to do. I let the mothers of my children, hey, you can have all the other holidays and all the other stuff. But this one is me. But this one me, right? I like having my kids together, like being together. This nigga slides through. My mom is there. This nigga slides through. And I'm like, yo, man, you know, be respectful
Keep
to
it
my
cool.
home. Keep it cool. You know what I mean? Like my mama nigga, because shit could go backwards in here. So, oh, son, we good. We straight. It's good. Yeah. He says, I'm finna go outside. He said, I'm finna go outside, smoke a cigarette. He said, hey, Janice, will you come out there with me real quick? My mama said, yeah. She said, yeah, Michael, I'll come out there with you. My mom comes back in 45 seconds later, maybe a minute later, a couple minutes later. It's cold outside. It's wintertime. She comes back in. She rolls her eyes. I said, did he say something disrespectful to you? He said, no. She said, no, your father has never disrespected to me. She said, but I got a good laugh. She said, why? She said, because that nigga pulled out a microphone out of nowhere and started singing. Karaoke microphone. This nigga,
my granddaughter.
This nigga would get in my fucking car, bro. He'd get in my fucking car, turn my music down, and pull his karaoke microphone out and be singing. I'd be like, yo, my nigga, what the fuck
are you doing?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, got this shit just bumping up the whole car.
Hey, that's the subs.
Yeah,
Turn
knocking.
that shit off, man. I don't hear nothing they're saying.
He get in. Don't put the seatbelt on, so the motherfucker dinging. So you know what he do? Either he turn up his phone or he starts singing louder, so he can't hit. So over the ding, and it's absolutely driving me crazy.
Can you fucking put the seatbelt on?
Put your fucking seatbelt on.
Oh, you okay?
Put your fucking seatbelt on.
Yeah.
He said, son, no, I'm good. No, I'm not good.
Yeah, I hate the seatbelt, though.
I'm not good.
I got my shoulder broke with a seatbelt. I had a seatbelt on and somebody hit me in the side. I couldn't get out. I walked.
Trapped you.
And it broke my shoulder, dude.
My grandma's been in 5 or 6 accidents. She said that the paramedics who showed up said that if you had your seatbelt on, you would have died.
Yeah, see, see. I got to
so
watch for that. I drive with it now because, you know what I'm saying, I'm an 11-time felon, so I got no choice, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't take chances, right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, smart man.
26 years, 11 months, and 7 days inside. So when you see that, you know that.
He did it. He got, this nigga tells me this story. Because I came to him, I was getting ready to go to prison. And I was like, Pops, how did you do it? He said, son, I just did. And I said, you just did? He said, you just do.
Yeah, you adapt.
You hear, you just do. Because he got 15 years? You did 11 and some change, 10 and some change?
11 years and 10 months, some shit.
Straight, right? Straight.
It broke
So,
me at that time.
Yeah, so.
I knocked the guard, though. I had a woman the whole time. I was doing big things.
She was crazy.
Yeah.
Bro, I won't even tell that story, man. Fuck that. That's going over. This shit.
That's another.
That's
time.
Man. That's some over the head shit. We gonna leave that shit alone. Have me out there on some motherfucking crazy shit. Anyways, nigga, just whatever, man. That's part of the toxicity of our relationship, man. But anyways, he tells me this. But he tells me a story. He says, son, when I went to trial. I was in court, or I don't know if it was a bail hearing, some type of hearing. And he said, son, they had tell him when they had the video footage of you and they kept saying, Mr. Coffee is
So look, so I go to trial. I'm going to trial. So we look at all these pictures, right? So I'm looking, I'm like, God damn. They says, Mr. Coffee, the DA said, we're gonna put this picture up here. This is Mr. Coffee in the back of a 7-Eleven, whatever one of them stores on the corner, It looked like he was sitting there in the truck dealing drugs. He had a couple prostitutes around. I'm just looking at this motherfucker like he crazy. I'm like, hey, I said, hey, man, they can't use no shit like that. He said, no, Coffee, they just trying to establish who you are. I said, I've already been convicted 5 times. They don't need to establish who I am.
Yeah.
I'm a drug dealer. They know so they put this picture up. And then the district attorney said, it was just on a little bitty frame. I said, Mr. Coffee, is that you? I looked at that script. I said, nope, that's not me. He got all roused up. And so the judge said, well, he can't see it. He just blew it up as big as that wall.
No, still not me.
And he said, is that you, Mr. Coffee? I said, no, that's not me. That motherfucker. He said, Your Honor, Judge. The judge said, Mr. Coffee, answer the question. You tell him you can't see this. I can see it, but that's not me. He said, I'm going to get you fucking tip. Lying, perjury, something. I said, Your Honor, that's not me.
He was 38 high.
But they added that year on. At the end of my sentence, they gave me
added
17 years. They had that 1 year, ran it wild on my ass. So yeah, the judge gave you 1 year for lying to him. He don't like when you lie to him.
Damn.
I said, you think I give a fuck? You go into court, you know what they said to you? 99 years, you're excused and thank you. That's what the judge says when you get ready to walk out. You're excused and thank you. Thank me. Boy, you have no idea.
That nigga said, I said, wait, so you just kept saying it wasn't you? He just kept saying,
nigga,
I just kept saying it wasn't me.
I wasn't making no case for him. They found me guilty, but my girl walked in and said the dope you found there didn't belong to him. It belonged to me. She had never been in trouble in her life. April was a ride or dyer, right? You know what I'm saying? You get a good ride or die woman only once in a while that got your back, but she had my back, man. But I still walked off and did 12 years, 11 years, 10 months. And then she left me anyway, So all those things play a part. You have to let it go,
That nigga,
brother.
man, that nigga said, man. I said, wait. so you just kept saying it wasn't you. He said, son, wasn't me.
Still not him.
She saw me on the bedroom floor. It wasn't me.
Next question, brother.
Do you think you would be friends with a clone of yourself?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm a cool ass nigga, man.
Sometimes
Sometimes it'd be cool to be. Sometimes it would be cool to be around my own self.
Granted, we might test some shit up.
Hey, BJ, I'm in the middle of an interview. Can
Yeah.
I call you back in 5 minutes, brother?
Oh man, I'm going in. I'm sitting him to
Please
work.
answer for me, please.
Hey, I might go once a week to make sure you're doing the job right.
7 days
A week. I'm gonna check in every Sunday. We only work till 2 o'clock, so 6 to 2. I'll show up on Sunday. Make sure you're getting your cuts and everything down pat. I got a couple horses. I got a pound.
Damn. That's a good answer.
Yeah, that's a good answer. That was good. I just say hang out with myself, but that was cheap. That was super cheap. Like, hey, you work these 10, 12-hour days and get this pension and retirement for me, and I'm gonna stay back here.
I'll check in on you for the last 6 hours of the week.
I'm gonna take care of you
Every
though.
Sunday, I'm gonna walk in there, check it out. I'm gonna rejuvenate your battery. Don't worry about nothing. I got you. Yeah, that's cool. I wish I could have that.
What you got, Train?
Would you rather use 1-ply toilet paper for the rest of your life or sandpaper one time? I'm gonna go sandpaper one time.
Nigga, I don't even use regular toilet paper no more. I use dude wipes, nigga.
Hey,
I do dude wipes, nigga.
Train stands by those.
Yeah,
larger.
Dude wipes. If you see this and you look at, I could be a spokesperson. I could
trying to tell you.
shoot me the bag. I'll be everywhere.
So what, you throw those away or you flush them?
You flush them. I flush them.
Now they say this is flushable, but it's gonna make it to
not-
that.
Nigga, they get flushed where I'm
My
at.
landlord just complained about that. Do not do those wipe boys. I said, I just wash my ass. If I feel something wrong, I just jump in the shower.
I've been out 2.5 years. I've been flushing them since I got out. So.
It's dude wipes for me. It's dude wipes. I fuck with them.
I was thinking about
Shout
buying
out
them,
to
but
the dude wipes.
wet and cold on your ass. I don't like nothing.
I can't have nothing hanging around.
Well, nothing hanging around.
I'll use a half a roll. There will be nothing hanging around.
He gonna clog the toilet up anyway.
No matter.
Clog it up
When
anyway.
you get to the end, you just reach up, roll around, let some water run on, just make sure.
See, you want that moisture.
But then you come back behind with a paper towel and clean. Tissue will stick up in there. You can't have that shit. You get some paper towel, them soft napkin. They work good. Maybe I should buy those things that you're talking about. Though.
Yeah.
Try it, old man. Don't knock it till you try it.
Yeah, I'm finna do it. I think I'm gonna do
Homie
it.
from Detroit put me on. He was like, "Boy, you don't be using no wipes." I said,
wait,
"Nah." He said, "You need to do that."
Yeah.
Homeboy."
Hey,
I'm doing
Change
it.
your life.
I travel with him.
I'm doing- I'm
Yeah.
doing it, man.
I travel with him in the crib,
in the work truck.
30% larger.
30%
larger.
Dude wipes.
Dude
Now,
wipes.
if you got into a cab and you told him to drive backwards, does he owe you money?
You're goddamn right. No,
Motherfucker meter ain't going up, just rolling forward.
hey, I've been about my bread, homie.
Yeah.
I've been about my. I used to see cabs spin their wheels on the ice, and when they spin their wheels on the ice,
fare goes up.
the meter go up.
Ooh. I
I
never
had to
thought
tell
about
one
that.
more.
Doing all
Shit,
types
I've
of
never
shit.
worried
Yeah.
about that.
I'd be like, why you going this way, bro, when we could have went straight down this way?
Go here, go there.
Yeah.
Oh, I try to avoid traffic.
Bullshit.
Oh, I got in a cab like that. Took me all the way to my sister's. I got out of jail. I got violated. Came down here on the violation, and the cops pulled me over. They snatched me. I got a gun in the car, but I get at Talia and all that. They take off. So I ended up going to Cook Inlet to AJ, and I'm a Cook Inlet guy. They don't put me at AJ long because I'm a closed out. I'm maxed out. So people, they shoot me over to Cook Inlet, which is better because everything's over there. You smoke weed every day. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that other shit, so I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. It's hot in the motherfucker, but anyway, make a long story short, man, you just go through things differently, man. It just ain't the same,
Yeah.
I've watched these guys. I know I switch genres, but I watched my son grow up. He's arrogant. I tell people all the time, my son's arrogant. That's okay. He's an arrogant piece of shit, but he's my piece of shit.
He don't understand me, man.
And it's okay that you're
You
supposed to have that.
understand me.
I understand this. You got to have a little bit of that. In this world today, when I was a little boy, when I was 2 years old, I was almost 3. Me and my dad, we went to the store, right?
I remember Grandpa
in
telling me the
Arkansas.
story.
Arkansas. So we went to Arkansas, and so I
Grandpa
actually got
told me the
$1, and I
story.
was so excited to spend this $1. My grandparents, they owned a little store. They was picking cotton, but now slavery had been reversed and all that shit. But it's still, this is 62, 63, So, man, if we go up to the store and I'm in the truck with my dad, we ride all the way to the store. It's the white man's store. Mr. Barnes, he owns the store. He's a sheriff. Also, he owns everything. This white dude owns everything. So, me and my dad get there. We jump out. My dad jumps out. I jump out and jump down and close the door because I was always under my dad. And my dad went around the corner. When I got around the corner, there was a big white dude standing there. He had a cowboy hat. His boots were shining. So he awed me. You know what I'm saying? But my father kept that from us. We didn't know this. And he said, he said, you don't get that little nigger looking at me, I'll hang that son of a bitch. I don't even know what the fuck is going on, but I'm like, I look at him. My dad covers my eyes and walks me back around the building. I said, Pops, he said, Michael, no, calm down, son. We got to go. Let's go. We got in the truck. So my dad was the type of guy who was no nonsense. This man was the best man in the world.
Ever, bro.
He never
had a
left
6th
our
or 7th grade education. Smartest man I ever knew in my life.
Never turned his back on the Klan.
Never.
He said, Michael, look after the Klan. The Klan must survive.
He always calls it a Klan. I hate that.
I know
I hate
that.
that. My cousin was at my other cousin's funeral. He says, hey, man. He said, can I speak to you for a minute? I said, yeah. He says, can you do me a favor? I said, well, yeah, sure, cuz. Anything that you need. He said, can you tell your dad when he gets up there and talk, don't call us a Klan? I said,
my dad said,
you're on your own.
You know I'm finna say.
So my old man gets up there. He gets up there, and as he's walking up there, I look to the other side of the church, and my cousin is getting up, and he's beelining towards the fucking door to get out of the sanctuary, because he knew. And as soon as my dad got up there, I'm Michael Coffey Sr., I'm the oldest member of the Klan here.
Oh, shit, that's right. That's right. The Klan
he
must
says
survive.
that all the time.
Man.
My family absolutely, the cousins in my age group, they absolutely hate it.
I know
Some
they
of
do.
them laugh. They think it's funny. I'm like, man, but it's how he talks.
It's how
he was
my
raised.
My father told me I'm of his clan, and his brother has his clan. So my son and my kids are of my clan. Yeah, they're my clan. So you know what I'm saying? And they go forth and my son got about 11. He ain't.
No, wait, don't give me no extra kids,
He's
man.
worse than me. He just
I got 10
in.
kids,
Yeah,
man.
that's a whole lot.
10 is a lot. How many you got?
10's a lot.
I don't know about 12 or 13.
Right now, this is what we know of, right? This is what I've been privileged to. I'm the only boy, I'm the oldest child, and I have 5 sisters. That's what we know. You have to take some of the things that he says with a grain of salt in a sense of memory, where we at. But when we was in prison together, he told me a story about him being 13 or 14 years old and having a daughter, right?
Crazy.
And she was my aunt's friend.
Damn, that's going way back.
She was my aunt's friend, right? And she would come over to my grandparents' house and stay the night. She was older than my dad. My dad tells me this whole story. I don't believe it. We're in prison together. I'm like, oh, man, this nigga's tripping. This nigga's still fried, whatever. Okay. I get out of prison. I'm only out of prison a handful of days. I run into my aunt Barbara Sue. Rest in peace. I miss you, Auntie Sue. Big Sue. She tells me the exact same story. She's like, I had a friend, and we was good friends. We was best friends, and she would come over, and she would hang out, and her and your daddy had a baby. You got a sister that's older than you. Yeah, that's crazy. Yada yada yada, and that the parents or her family, wherever she came from, either moved her away or gave her away. I don't know, but at that point, I realized, I was like, yo.
It's a real story.
It's a real story. Because I didn't buy it. I didn't believe it.
Yeah.
So, but from what I do know and what I am privileged to know is I have 5 beautiful sisters, and it is what it is, but this nigga gonna be on some other shit.
There's a bunch of other kids, but those are daddy's babies. Mama's babies, daddy's babies.
Next question.
Next question is, name the wildest bet you ever lost.
I bet you can't jump off that roof in the back of that pickup.
Did you?
Hell yeah.
Fuck me. I done some
You
dumb
said the
shit.
wildest bet you ever lost?
Yeah.
Wildest bet.
3 stories high.
I didn't lose it, but I had a wild bet, but I won it because he took a deal.
That doesn't pertain, Mr. Hoffman.
That is not the question.
I don't make bad bets. My life, I think that I betted on my life. I played the hand I was dealt, and I think that was a bad bet. Right? You know what I'm saying? And so
that's a good answer,
I couldn't
man.
go back and turn back the hands of time. But if I could give some time, I can tell you something. One time my son told me when he was like 14 or 15, I want to change my motherfucking name because I just got busted. 60-something cops. I was at set up shop. I was the man, mink coats, Rolex watches. This was my thing, you know.
60
Fur coats.
Yeah.
Niggas used to walk around fur coats with no shirt on.
No shirt on.
Hell yeah.
Penny loafer, penny
Ric Flair in this motherfucker.
Middle of winter, 45 below. Penny, penny loafer shoes. And no shirt on and no socks.
I got some pictures.
Yeah, Ric Flair in this motherfucker.
Woo!
Yeah.
Hey, you see those pictures I posted on them Facebook?
I didn't look, nigga.
Oh,
Ezel Avery.
yeah, that was me and him. We used to ride Woodies down the middle of the street.
Yeah.
We were kids in Fairbanks, 1974.
Y'all young niggas ain't doing nothing.
The way their whole family talk like that. They whole
What's up, baby?
They be like, Mikey.
What's up,
They drag out yeah. I grew up with shout out to the
I
Averys,
need to
man.
get his number, man.
Shout out to A1, man. Shout out to A1 Bankstown movement.
Y'all young boys. I get out there on that pull-up bar.
Yeah, but it's easy.
Like 60, Ezel.
Easy. I just left
They
him in
whole
Keyline.
family talk
Keyline.
like that. They got their own
I
lingo.
left him in Keyline.
They
Just
like
left
their
him
own
about
style.
18 months ago. Yeah, I left him 18 months ago.
Yeah,
That's
they
when we grew up
got
together.
their whole style with
We
how
went to
they
high
talk.
school together. Yeah, we all went to high school together. We grew up. It was my best friend. I met them in Alaska. I met him in California.
Yeah.
Came to Alaska and seen him when they were teenagers in high school. That's crazy. They came to San Diego. That's crazy. My people, yeah. I love them to death. They're like family to me.
What you want? What you want, Petter Rock?
How far can you pee?
I can shoot from here to that wall, so I'm all right.
6-8 feet?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
hit.
to the wall.
Still?
To the
I
wall.
can hit
How
hard.
long have I held it?
How long I can't
Because
hold?
if I got the pressure behind it, boy, so I put your eye out.
Don't have to reach down and then just grab it. I'll just grab it. I don't got time because I can't get this.
The bitch asked me to piss on her, so after I pissed on the bitch, yo, for real.
I always wanted to do that. I never did pee on a girl, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah, I wanted to give them a golden shower.
I've peed on some girls in the shower, though, so they don't know.
No, I
really
want
know.
to pee on them good. None of that. I want to get it good.
This is good content.
Use it at your discretion.
I definitely will.
Yeah, when you're doing your thing, you got to get it. You guys got to learn something. You guys are still a little young and you're getting up there.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you something. It'll come a time when you won't be able to fuck again. So you got to remember something. If you're gonna get it, get it right.
I had a
Every
bar
once
that
in a while-
I had a bar I took off the record. I'm gonna be fucking till I'm 80 like Walter Bailey.
That's for me.
Walter Bailey was
Hey,
his
he got
old,
that. That's what I mean.
I'm gonna be fucking till I'm 80 like Walter Bailey. Walter Bailey was an old player, nigga. From my
87. He died 87.
they had a kid at like 70 something years
Damn.
old.
Still sticking.
Right?
He's my
Still
boy.
striking, bro.
Walter Bailey.
Yep, I said I'm gonna keep fucking till I'm.
And that's a
80.
local guy from out there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, he
yeah.
came from he integrated, but yeah,
People know
He
who
was
he
there for
is.
50 years. He's there 50
Yeah,
years.
50 long time.
50
All right,
years.
would you rather have a hook for a hand or a peg for a leg?
I'll take the hook because I can take that off
the
and
hook.
bang the girl out real good with the wrist.
Yeah.
Yeah, give her to her.
Why does it come to that? Like, why
It's
can't
always-
why can't it be like,
you know,
yeah,
listen,
if a
but you don't
nigga
wanna
press
lose-
me, I can hook him.
But you don't want no foot missing. You can't
You don't know
run
nothing.
nothing.
You don't know why it comes out. I'd have been sitting here for just about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I already
already
realized,
know.
Hey, that's what's about to happen.
I think
That's all I think about. Listen to me. So you guys can remember this. Don't forget I told you this. When you get 60, you'll understand. Right now you don't catch it.
I
but
understand now.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna have to
copulation.
take your word for it.
Listen, everything was created to copulate. Every single living organism, a flower, a plant, a human being. And so when you get older, you realize that sometimes it ain't gonna work no more. And every time the second passes to go past, man, I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't give a fuck when I go to sleep. I go to sleep at 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock I'm up. Your body you don't play that shit. You know that you're dying. I'm telling you, I know that I'm deteriorating.
That's why I possibly like, your mama trying to put me out, do me like an old horse.
Yeah, keep it down. Yeah. So you as
Trying
a
to
man,
one and done me.
That's gonna get you. Watch as a man. Watch when y'all pass 50. I'm guarantee you it won't be 2 days past 50.
I'm gonna be goddamn Chuck Norris.
You're gonna like
That's
Chuck. That's bullshit.
Yeah,
You only
just
see him as
diesel.
once. But I'm telling you, watch when you pass.
Still
50. Remember
putting
I
these
told
niggas
you,
on their back.
10 or 20 years from now, when you turn 50, you remember what I told you. You can say, damn, OG was right. Because now you can think about, I'm trying to fuck everything. Because I know I'm dying. No disrespect.
I think all
men has that kind of mentality.
every old man that say
Yeah.
around your age, it's just dirty old men.
Dirty
it's
old
gonna
man.
happen.
But I'm not a dirty old man.
You
I'm
a
a
nigga,
dirty,
you
dirty
a
grandpa.
dirty old man.
I'm a dirty, dirty grandpa. I'm not an old man. I'm a dirty, dirty grandpa.
Right? Okay, you can be that.
Yes,
Okay.
so I spent so many years in prison that what happened then? Let me get some, Mike. What happened then is the idea that I spent all those years. Yeah, I had all them years, so it makes all the difference in the world. And now I'm just running on fumes.
That
So
shit
you
funny
got to
as
introduce
fuck.
me. You can just come on, go with Pops. You can leave this kid behind. Yeah.
Next question, because he gonna have us
How
fighting in
often
here.
do you buy underwear?
Ooh.
He said, "How often?"
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Nigga, so listen, right? That's funny that you asked this question. We talked about this last time. I'm a cleanly guy, right? I like to have my shit in order. I like to be clean. But over the last handful of years, I've learned as a man to invest in quality underwear, right?
sir.
The shit that goes on my ass.
Yeah.
Sir.
But I got these underwears, and they were so expensive, I didn't get enough, right? And so now they're starting to get holes because I wear them a lot and wash them a lot. So I've learned that I need to buy underwear,
Quality stuff.
boxer briefs, draws much more frequently. If I want to feel that way, if I want that leisure,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I probably have to buy underwear every 3 months because the ones that feel so good, I'm like, I'm not wearing them other shits. They make my balls fucking stick to my leg and they're sitting on my balls and
I got
shit.
like 60 pair of drawers, man.
Yeah,
I'm a
the
drawers
other
and socks
shit
man.
got my
Man
shit
to that
sitting
shit.
right.
comfortable.
I got it. I'm having a great dick day because I'm out here in these boxes and these gray sweats. So,
You know what I'm saying?
I can't handle
You
those
buying the
boxes.
ones that are like $25 a piece?
bro, Polo. I buy Polo.
You do buy the
real
expensive
rap,
joints.
the real rap.
Like
I'm in
35,
Polo
40.
right now, brother.
Like
Real one,
35, 40.
man, for real, brother.
Really?
Yeah,
The other
bro.
ones is for work.
Work, yeah. The cotton shits, the Hanes,
Yeah,
they for
that's
work.
shit.
They for
right.
work.
But these Abercrombie's and
Yeah.
these
Shit like that, yo,
motherfucking,
Ithacas and
these
shit,
Saxons,
15,
Yeah.
$20 a pop. You can't
Yeah.
be playing around with them.
When I'm moving,
$40 for 2 pairs.
You guys just made me realize I don't buy underwear enough.
yeah, you gotta buy.
you
Yeah,
gotta
you gotta do it, bro.
Yeah.
When you get to our
Socks
age bracket,
and
you got.
drawers.
Maybe
I got
my
at
shit
least
will stop
100
sticking
pair of
to
white
it.
socks.
Sticking to the side of my
black
leg.
Bro,
socks.
side of your
I
leg.
didn't think about
Balls.
that.
I got
Don't
60
fuck
pair of
around.
tennis
Don't
shoes.
fuck around. Make a mistake like I
I'm
did.
trying
Went
to
to
figure out when
plop
did
down and
socks-
sit on one of my nuts.
When did buying socks become a motherfucking budgeting decision?
Oh, yeah.
I went in there, that shit was $25 for 6 pair. I said, I need a booster.
Yeah, yep.
Right.
Right away, bro. Do I got some socks?
Yeah.
Socks?
It's going to have a hole in it next week.
Yep. She said, "Where you get your socks at? Walmart."
Hell yeah, I just buy tons of them. They cheap too. You
Yeah.
can buy a bunch of them.
Tons of them.
Yeah,
cheap. I
yeah,
wait
I
till
buy-
black, till what's that?
I
Black
buy
Friday?
I got 3 bags. They have 6 in each pair. I buy 3 bags every month. I just
This
did
nigga,
that.
buy the big white tube socks with the
Yep,
with
all
the,
all
The
way
thick
up.
joints?
yeah, with the threads.
Smart,
on the
man.
inside.
Yeah. Yeah. I asked my dad recently because I got this hands-on labor job now, and these thin fucking Hanes socks I got aren't cutting no more. I'm sweating through these
Sweat
motherfuckers.
through them,
Yeah,
sweat
yeah.
coming out the bottom of them.
Yeah, so I asked my old man, I'm like, where are you getting your socks from? He said, Costco. I'm like, all right, bet.
A good one.
Yeah, the thick one, the thick tube
Yeah.
sock white ones. I used to be against tube socks. I'm like, that's some old man shit. But,
Yeah, but
now that
now
I'm
you
kind of
realize-
an old
Now
man,
you're an old man.
now I'm an old man.
You're like,
Hey,
you know,
that
I'm finna
cushion-
get them socks.
It makes a difference, and they don't lock down on you up here. They just
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
make a
yeah,
difference.
yeah. All right, next question. Do you remember the first time you smoked a cigarette?
Yeah, I used to be a smoker. I was a smoker. Late in life, though. I was, early 20s.
Early 20s, first
Yeah.
cigarette?
You did good.
I mean, I wasn't into no. I didn't drink no liquor. I was all about school, sports,
Ooh.
and money. I wasn't even into
Yep.
girls. I was a late
That's what you
bloomer
were
when it
saying,
came
yeah.
to
What was
women.
about academics?
Me, bro. I
Yeah.
always had a high
Straight
IQ.
shooter.
Sweater vest and all, huh?
Go look at the yearbooks. Dressed like a prep, nigga selling dope. I got a record where I say I was dressed like a prep. Call it cosplay. I was selling rocks, nigga. I was dressed like that's how I dressed, like button up
This was my
shirts.
character.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I was in character.
You dress
Right?
for success.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Michael. Hey, Michael.
Hey, Michael.
Mikey was
Yeah.
daddy.
How are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first time I smoked a cigarette, I was probably 7 or 8 years old, and I was living in Diamond Estates.
My homeboy said that. He white too. He said the same shit.
I was
And,
9, man. I got
And my
sick as
mom,
a dog.
my cousin, went and told my mom that I was smoking cigarettes in the
Made you
at
smoke
the
the
park.
whole pack, huh?
She made me eat 2 cigarettes and smoke a cigar. My face turned fucking green.
You was sick as a dog.
I was sick as a dog.
It made me smoke a pale mel.
Why is
A
that
whole
always
pack
the
of 'em.
answer for parents? Like, they catch you drinking, drink the whole bottle.
I think what
you
I
did.
think I think
You
I
did.
think what
You
deterred me
did.
from
You did.
cigarettes for so
You drank a
long.
bottle, you
What
did.
deterred me was everyone knows I am a huge baseball fanatic. I love baseball, right? I remember this like it was. I see the day. I remember I remember everything, the smells, everything. My mom. I'm finally old enough for my mom to really let me go outside by myself. I go outside and I see these native boys. They sitting on a porch. They like teenagers. I'm like 5 or 6 years old, and I asked, "Can I dip a snuff with them?" And they looked at me, and then they looked at each other, and they said, "Sure." And they pinched some tobacco out and gave me the tobacco, and I swallowed it. And I puked right in front of them. And they just laughed. It just tickled them pink, bro. They just laughed and laughed and laughed.
Swallowed it?
Excuse me for a second. Yeah, they just laughed. And laughed.
Man.
Yeah, I puked. I never dipped a snuff since. Even when I went to college, like, "Coffee, you want to chew? You want to dip a snuff?" Like, "Nah, man, I'm cool."
I think I was like 8 too. I did my first smoke break when I was like 8 years old. I got sick. Didn't smoke again until I was like 22.
A cigarette?
Yeah, I'm a weed head. I'm not a smoker.
Yeah.
And I did crack and I shot a little dope, cocaine. Never did downers. Never did downers in my life. I stopped doing cocaine in 2003. The last time I went in and walked down 12. Never went back.
Damn. Yeah, good job, man.
Never went back. You know what I'm saying? I get violated for hustling because that's all I knew.
That's all you know.
So I'm learning to live a different life,
And it's hard.
It's hard, but I've been doing it 5-6 months. Well, I've been doing 18 months, but I've been at Nana Construction, right, since January the 7th.
Got a good job, dude.
Yeah,
That's a
so,
good
you know,
way
I
to
make
be.
$25 an hour, but I work hard, man, and I work hard to do the right things because I want to be around for my grandkids. I want to spend some time with my son, right? The first time he told me he loved me was last night. Since he was 8 years old. That's 30, 40 years in the past because of the things that I'd done to him that I hurt him, and he looked up to me. I was a super sport. I mean, I was a beast. He ain't near as tough as me when it comes to basketball. I was dunking, never stopped dunking.
I dunk on him now.
They knew I was a beast, but those are things that when you do that, you hurt your kid.
Yeah.
And don't have an opportunity to, some parents don't have an opportunity to make it right. And so to be able to sit with him and let him speak his mind on record and then validate it so that he would be okay, knowing that I was okay with my past.
Yeah.
In order for one to succeed in this world, you have to face your demons. I know that I was an addict, right? And I know where I've been, right? And so those are things that I hold on to God's ever-changing hand, right? Because right now I'm trying to find a room. I might be back in jail next week. That's how dire it is right now because I don't have $1,200
No, you won't.
on the
You're
tip.
not going to speak that over you.
Yeah, but I'm just saying because this is the situation because I'm on EM and they
Yeah.
don't play that shit. You
Yeah.
got no room over your head. Where you guys going? You know the other shit? You go back. But it doesn't matter. I just know that I'm sober today, right? I drink a little bit a couple of times, but drinking never been a forte for me. Never. I never had a problem. Smoke a little chronic.
I'm a drinker. I don't smoke. I don't do hard drugs.
I stay away from all that shit, but the idea is that man, this is the best life I've ever lived in a long time, man.
See this? You see why I brought this guy? Right?
Yeah.
I
I feel like this is very important
it's my
for your
best.
guys' story right now, and I feel very happy to be a part of it.
It gives a lot of
And
backdrop.
yeah,
Yeah. Why I'm part of me? Why I'm the way that I am?
You and Bo,
I'm
Yeah, he met
30
Bo before.
What was that?
Yeah.
What was that? That was my boy. I taught him everything. He was like my brother, but he was my boy. He was my son. He watched his uncle. He watched his daddy get it in. His brother. Yeah, Bo was a beast. I taught him well.
I think I'm 36 or 37 years old, and I've been in the music scene for 15, 18 years so far. But I have heard about the coffees for as long as I can run these streets. So you guys have made some impact.
I think I should tell you something that I was the original one that started.
That's you?
It was me. You're looking at the triple OG, the one that started. I was the one that started the dope game because it was just stupid, but it wasn't because I was like, man, everybody's using this shit. And so I started slinging dope. Before I know it just took off. It was in the 80s. I started selling
That was
dope
back when you can get away with some shit.
79. Then I was just partying, kicking it. Tooting, it wasn't my thing, right? But then as far as my clan is concerned, right, I was one of the first ones slinging dope on the corner.
Hey, just for the record, clan sounds better than gang. So good.
Yeah.
Can we?
As soon as you say, yeah, my gang, you're like, we need to start.
We can't be a family, or if we can't be a
Can we be
family,
a family?
if we can't be a family, can we be a militia? I mean, that's legal, right? That's Can we be?
I think that we have to go back to way back in the beginning.
Yeah, what's your next question, man?
Yeah.
This nigga always say clan. My cousin's gonna see this shit. Oh my God, they're gonna be back.
Get some business and get up out of mind. Ooh wee.
All right, we got one last question. Yeah. Can a man keep a woman happy if he's broke?
I've done it before.
Yeah, absolutely.
For how long?
It don't last a long time. It do not last long, but it can. But I also been in situations where the love from the woman was unconditional and genuine, right? And so they dealt with me. They love me unconditionally, or she loved me unconditionally. So I've been in those situations. But if you're smart and you're in that situation and you know this human being loves you genuinely and unconditionally, you'll fix it.
Yeah,
you'll fix it.
Happen. Bitch, I was on disability.
This nigga is ignorant.
23 years old on disability.
Yeah, right. Driven.
I be telling my baby mamas, I tell them, I said, hey, look, I'm not the best partner. I wasn't the best partner, right? And I always tell them, because you can't control women. Women going, if they want to fuck, they're going to fuck. They're going to do what they want to do, bro. Like, you don't have no control over that. You can't control nobody. But I just tell them, hey, man, whatever you do, man, don't fuck with no lames. Your baby daddy ain't a lame. Oh, even when I was down bad, I figured out a way to contribute something.
Yeah.
Something. Some way, somehow, I contributed something. I didn't just come with problems and a little bit of dick. I didn't do that. You know what I mean? At times, maybe.
Yeah.
You feel me?
A little bit of dick, a lot of dick.
Yeah.
This nigga.
Don't roll that motherfucker out.
Hey, you feeding that shit, boy. You crazy.
Yeah,
That's why I love this. This nigga is something else, boy.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get him. I've been moving so fast. Every time I come in, I try to link with him. I try to get him to come. I've been going to the strip club because that's what I don't have on this record.
So strip club song?
I don't have a record. I don't have a record for women, right? I feel that in my area, my expertise as a rap artist and a rapper, that I want to have the sex appeal, right, to women of a Tupac, of a Kevin Gates. Like, I want to. That's what I.
You got to put something together.
But I'm not at this time. I'm not skilled enough to write a record
like that.
Right?
Yeah,
like that.
Why not? That's all I know.
It take time. It take time.
I know it's slow music and love.
Oh,
that's all.
Different eras.
Yeah,
different eras. And here's the thing, because I'm an R&B ass nigga, bro. I told you, if I could sing, you'd be like, yo, here to come this singing ass nigga, man. But
yeah,
I'll get there.
Close your eyes, bro.
Here you go. I say, oh, you beat me to it. That's my favorite. Like, here you go.
Has converted me, and let me know that you're the right girl.
You got any closing out notes on here? Any shout outs?
It's always a blast, man.
Someone else.
My old man's reciting poetry over here, but it's been a pleasure. It's always a pleasure.
It's been really.
Do what you will with any of this content. I'm going to encourage you and tell you guys, thank you. Continue to build this platform. Continue to ask the right questions, the hard questions, the trivial questions, and keep pushing it forward. I don't give interviews, my nigga, and it's not because I think I'm cool. It's because I think that some of the niggas some of the people aren't, they don't have good intentions for the culture, and they're also not historians, right? You a historian. Look at your wall, brother, right? I look at these walls, I see these dates, I see some of this shit, I remember this shit, you know what I mean? Shit I was there for, shit I knew about, shit I was a part of, right? So for me, I know that you know the culture, you care for it, right? You got to embrace more of asking them fucked up questions. You want to know.
Yeah.
You want to.
Yeah, I want to.
Basically, this is the best example I could have. Y'all have good cop, bad cop, right?
Yeah, because I'm like, for shit, fuck him. Who told on you?
Yeah. Tell me, I want to know. That nigga said.
Put an address
that
on
nigga
it.
said. That nigga said, "Who is John Lee?" I said, "I don't know who John Lee
I seen
is."
as soon as I opened my paper, I said, "Wow."
And about that, which camera should I look at? Which camera? I'm gonna give you some. I'm gonna give you some clickbait, since that's my name. Is which camera you want me to look at?
There you go. This one's for you.
Look, my nigga, I'm not the guy to play with. Try me if you want to, my nigga. Right? I made the first post. I showed a lot of grace. I showed a lot of humility, and I feel like I gave you a fair warning. Play with me if you want to, my nigga. I'm sinister, right? Kidnap your son, take him to Disneyland because you can't, right?
Oh my God.
I'll fuck your baby mama, my nigga. And when I leave her house in the AM, flatten all her motherfucking tires so she got to walk to work.
Or
Don't
explain.
Son, you can't be like that.
Don't play with me, my nigga. Right? I'm not a game. I'm not somebody to play with. And you really not on my level. You're not skilled on my level. Play with me if you want to. Give your sense. Run it. Or not only will I out-rap you, nigga, I'll pull up on you, nigga, and we can shoot a fair fade, and we can put it on the internet so you niggas let the internet get you fucked up.
Oh, my God.
Don't play with me, nigga. I'm not no game. I ain't no motherfucking little kid, nigga. You ain't taking no stripes off my uniform, my jersey, nigga. What I'm going to tell you is be a wholesome young black man and create, ride your own wave, be positive for the culture, inspire your community and the niggas around you in your circle, nigga. But don't come fucking with black polar bears, nigga. Don't fuck with niggas. You young niggas want to battle, but ain't battle or war tested or battle ready. Get your money up, nigga. Because in order to battle, in order to go to war, your money got to be right. Don't fuck with me, nigga.
Niggas want to beef with no funds.
How about you, OG? You got any closing words?
I just want to let everybody know that, I'm very grateful for the person that I am today.
See how nice it goes?
Yeah.
DJ,
go ahead.
Yeah, and just really spending time with my son has been a blessing to really hear how he feels and be able to process those things. Being able to get this interview, man, this is something I don't do much of, but just know that I'm a better person today, and I've done some things I'm not proud of, but life goes on, and I want to spend the next 15, 20 years with my kids and my grandkids.
Amen.
All right, brother. Appreciate
it. Train, when you got anything?
Man, get in the comment section and
dude,
I know it's
subscribe.
Old, but I mean, S for the streets, T for
trendsetter, A for the R that a nigga bring with him in a bucks. Yeah.
All right, y'all, man. Stay tuned, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Don't make me walk this chopper. Big whip, you know we riding. No place for you to hide and drop location and we sliding. Don't make me walk this chopper. Don't IG flex, we cool and pull a hop out with them shooters.